Clap,
What is
clap,
it
clap,
in
clap,
that
clap. Revenant. Cock. The sole controller of Revenant out of the battlefield, but they are quick to
On the
close the
flank.
back lines here, so it makes this very doable as they've essentially boxed Bleed in. They take the fight forced towards defender spawn, and hey, completely understandable why they do so. They anticipated
my
this
lord.
maneuver, and they're just a step ahead, dude. Classic Bleed.
Bleed realized that there's not been enough contact inside the flank likely to come through, and then just bulldoze their way into defender side spot and make their way into
Gotta
ace
get the
side.
ace.
Juicy now setting himself up for the ace, but Scary will deny, and they won't care. There's that pistol round in the bag. The stun will not catch Juicy, and instead one tap got stunned out. Juicy will make sure they realize how easy that is. Just a piece of cake. Crazy guy doubling down as he hunts his counterpart, and now with the smoke dash, they've opened up this side. The floodgates coming through. And Blade, they deny. Hi.
Spike planted.
Almost feels like a free-for-all at this point. On Blackhawk. Oh, alright. He's... Nice try. As soon as he's questioned. You see, expecting the recommitment, and hey, saw that coming from a mile away. Again, the push in towards this ace side. Now at least they know that they're gonna walk into what's a potential stat. They know Wimp's whereabouts. It's starting to get a little sweaty. Revenant, the decent damage and still in a position to recover.
Josh S.
Player standing.
In a crucial position, the smoke fades away. He's able to shut down Crazy Guy, and now the potential of a Thrifty on board.
Enemy remaining.
Isolated.
JH isolates out Wimp. It's still a 1v1, and he's got to play it smart. He has the spike, but not enough time.
No.
And he just goes for the wide swing and sprays Josh S out. JH recovering around that. By all means, looked like it might go over to Revenant, but in that 2v1, just not coordinated well enough. I think as soon as Wimp goes for the swing, Josh S should be jumping down. And they need to fight that together. They give JH the opportunity to isolate the fights, and he makes it count.
Fights at their own terms. Brilliant. I like this.
Revenant looking to get a lot more proactive. They found a pick for themselves,
shot,
and they'll
Josh S.
make that 2 more with Josh S. Able to pick them out as well. Lead now stumbling and fumbling, and Revenant making it count. And really hurting their economy while building up their own. In the meantime, Josh S with the triple, leaving now Crazy Guy on his lonesome. The Hunter faced with an impossible task, with Blackhawk coming through on the flank as well. He's gonna have his back turned. Fire with fire and making it count. With Rolling Thunder though, Bleed trying to answer the aggression with some of their own. They get a 1-for-1 alone, and the Cosmic Divide buys enough time for the counter Rolling Thunder to come through. Now Darion is buying some space on the other side of the map for one tap. God with aggression of his own.
Wait, what?
He's managed to trade out the spike, but they don't check out Scary.
Giving them a chance here,
Comes
Bleed.
out to trade, and yeah, now like you said, Bleed, they've got a chance. 2 for 2. But Josh S, he denies a spike, not
Hospital
able
flick.
to be recovered, and now Darion's got to play it smart. The pop and swing to take down Josh S, and just like that, he's got the spike.
Alright, straight up Pugani peeks him. Alright. Certainly a way to deal with an operator.
I call
Now
that
all the
Red
pressure
Bull
put on
peak
Wimp.
now. You know, because
Oh,
Red Bull had the
okay.
best car in 2022 for all the F1 fans out there. As a
Well, I
big
mean-
Ferrari fan myself.
The only way this comes close to a Red Bull if is Darion finds a clutch.
Bot coming back. 30 seconds left.
He needs to cling onto hope, cling onto victory. And he has a boatload of utility to do so as well.
Yeah,
Let's
but
not
this
use
is not
that as
any
one
other
man
killjoy.
His positioning is brilliant here. I don't think Wim might expect this. Position given away?
Right now, but... Yeah, Darion knows exactly where Wimp is. He's running out of time as well. I think even if he does take a fight, he might activate his Nano Swarms before he does so to make sure the defuse
Bait
can
and
happen.
switch.
But Wimp runs before he even checks the corner, and we've seen this from so many times from Revenant. The inability to play around appropriately where they have the man advantage, but talking about seeing many a time, it's the anchor from Blackhawk, though he's only able to get a single one.
No, not like this.
One tap God trying to make his way through the Nano Swarms, disrespecting the hold, and just like that, the man advantage this time now given away. Lead in a 3v2 post plant. happy to play it late because they got scary on a crucial look.
One enemy remaining.
Who needs the look? Darion is like, bro, I'll take care of it myself. Almost got himself the ace there. Ching on 36 HP. Trying to be the difference maker. Oh god, salty stuff. Salty stuff, GH. Revenant, the facilities to set up one-tap God in such brilliance here in the future. And hey, we talk about the brilliance in the future, the brilliance in the present. We praise them with showers, and they're close to pulling off a flawless round.
And look, this time around, Bleed, they've got to play it smart. Ensure that,
Targets destroyed.
because they still have a lot of time right here. Darion might just pull this off. He's waiting for Revenant to just make a small error, make a small
1v5?
mistake. But I love this. Revenant
Right there.
just holding on. Yeah, I mean, I won't take it back from Darion after that Breeze clutch against Velocity. You remember that 4K?
If she's alive, that is. See, one tap.
She will
got
be.
killed.
She's
Oh,
setting up
never
the
mind.
contact for herself with her turret. The contact turret to set up the stun. Beautifully done. This is
True
what I
teammate.
think Bleed wanted to practice.
Yeah, the turret is a true teammate, man. Right out the bat, Revenant. Trying to contest this A position early. Let it be towards short, let it be towards long. An easy dismantlement with the utility coming in from J Hatch.
I'm a man of science. I believe what I can understand. And right now, what I can understand is that Juicy's got an op. Unfortunately, he's not able to rip out one tap soul. Still set up the counter peak for JH though, and he spots out that beanie, but the counter stun coming through. Make sure one tap will get a pick. Juicy still holding it down. The anchor coming through. He gets that trade. And again, Revenant, they have nowhere to go.
Revenant, if they opt to go in towards that seaside, they're gonna walk into a decent bet of utility as counter resistance. They're relying on maybe a pick towards garage, maybe a fight towards B, but that fight's simply not given whatsoever. They walk into what feels like it's almost their graveyard. That's if Darion stays alive. Oh, okay. B-side commitment, a crazy guy giving back his guardian. They only get a single kill.
Oh, but
This is the
remember,
demon that
this
we
is
were hyping
Revenant's
at.
spy.
Seconds left.
Yeah.
And they can't afford to
is
lose
looking like
this.
Bleed's
Josh
match,
has
man.
spotted out. Josh and Ching again. The
Spike planted.
buddies, the new acquisitions for Revenant, trying to pull out the impossible. Juicy holds it down with his off. They had to separate themselves and know exactly now where the two players are.
enemy
As Juicy and Darion will combine together and make it happen. Juicy with a nasty one tap onto Ching. But Josh he's making the look
Timing.
happen. He's gone ring around the rosy, but the timing is what Bleed are so well versed with. As soon as they realize no one's picking them off on the one tap, they know he's gotta be coming through on that rotate. It's a couple of light shields on them as well, with barely any utility. Nothing for Ching, nothing for one tap guard, and Revenant, it's all falling apart. They expect the B side hit, knowing Revenant have got a broken buy, and the nano swarms with the aftershock make sure one tap is sent straight to his grave. Josh has taken out as well towards the long. Revenant just now walking into the death trap. The crosshairs of Juicy's up.
Oh my god.
Oh, he's nice.
The operator.
C. One enemy remaining.
Yeesh.
Defenders win.
Knives.
GG.
Make him feel like a barber.
Well, happy discussions later because Bleed, they're going to pick up exactly where they left off. This is exactly how they played their pistol yesterday and they're doing it once again. That mid aggression coming into play, and Juicy and Darion, they've doubled down, they deliver. And Juicy ensures their one tap guard has been shot down. Just like that,
Yeah.
5v2 now on the retake. And Revenant, they haven't even got the space to get the spike.
Last player standing.
And like you said, right, that mid aggression, it was crippling yesterday against VLT.
Revenant trying to force this ace side down and should be able to make it happen easily. But once again, Bleed's mid aggression works out. Crazy guy shuts down the Hall's look, but Shing and one tap guard with crucial pickoffs. Shing now starting to pop off here, OG, and it's what we wanted to see. But still 2v3 on the retake. Juicy on his op, he can make it happen.
Yeah, it's Juicy versus Ching, baby. Duel from the interview, and it's won by Juicy.
One
Juicy
enemy remaining.
living up to his word. It's Blackhawk who
Whoa!
was the only candidate from Revenant who felt like he's in a vicinity and in position to clutch. Oh no,
Most
the
definitely.
operator. Oh! Sheesh!
B.
Did he get the guy at halt? Yeah, that flick! Not only broke my wrist, but also maybe my ECG would have hooked up onto me. And Juicy continuing to show form. Oh my goodness, Juicy!
Oh
Juicing
my
them to oblivion and beyond! I mean, Revenant, the one thing that will deter them is the fact that they don't have any map control or any information towards that side, right? Except for the fact that, you know, the trip hasn't been set off yet. So, I understand why they want to recommit at B, considering that they've already disposed utility, especially that Viper's wall towards this
30
place, but
seconds left.
Crazy Guy is an absolute demon, man. The fact that he pushes that and still makes his way back, stuff like those is what you can't expect. Brilliant shock dart. Wow.
Again,
I mean,
having
see,
seen the
it's
setup, if he looks like
aggression like that you need to punish, dude. Finally, Revenant are able to do so.
look, it's scary.
You have the Hunter's Fury here, man. This is okay.
Spike down.
Okay. Josh with the
Every
huge
time
shade,
Crazy
though.
Guy, every time he pushes that wall and gets a kill. How?
He's able to catch them off guard. Still up to scary too.
More catching off
Hit
guard.
this position count for no Ching. He's not going to be expecting Scary to come in from there, but Juicy. A very cool one. I think it has to be a Sentinel.
Oh. Sheesh.
As one tap god living up to his name. We've got the exact same half, I believe, as we did in Haven. 9-3 right now. And last time around, it was Bleed who picked up the pistol. The 4 Revenant, one tap. He's put them in a much better position. And Revenant coming now through on the flank. With Joshua in a great position. Can't deny the rotation with the help of Wimp. Wimp turns away.
He hears this though. He knows. That's exactly where they are. All about timing. It's all about patience. It's all about that one lethal strike that Josh's can land. But more than patient. Oh no, no,
RIP.
no,
No, RIP.
no, no. They know where Wimp is.
Top 10 moments before disaster. Tragedy strikes Revenant's life twice. It's a nice jingle. But hey, Revenant's still in a great position while Wimp is stuck down low. So is JH and Ching able to take him out, leave Scary with just 50 HP and a dream. Is Ching our one-man Reina dream team? Ching now in this one-off angle. Someone needs to break that drone
Doesn't
from
get
it.
checked. He doesn't get checked.
Doesn't check. Oh no.
Avoids the dismiss. Oh my goodness, he avoids the suppress, is able to dismiss, and now able to re-engage on the back of Wimp. They do it in tandem, and the defense holds for Revenant.
Down A.
They're able to dismantle Bleed, and of one small error of Crazy Guy not checking the close cubby. Ooh,
Let's go with the boys.
Revenant. Oh, very, very brilliant. And they're just
Lead
2
on their bye
rounds
now.
away from equalizing this.
Yeah, and that's why for Bleed this buy round crucial. Revenant trying to shut it down. They got Chamber.
Oh,
Back
Ching!
up, on the back of the knock command. They're trying to push it in. Ching catches a Crazy Guy with his fingers to his head on that drone. He's shut down for JH with some crucial trades. Pulls 2 back, but one tap god now on the flank is Bleed stuck in an awkward position with nowhere to
Run
go.
forward setup.
Bleed trying to play it slow, trying to catch someone out, force them into an awkward position,
one
get a
tap.
mistake of their own, but all this time,
Nice
he's got one
timing.
tap god exactly 1v1. Blackhawk was a Darion and the spray just won't land the strafe. Beautiful for Blackhawk and Revenant. They pull back yet another buy.
Oh,
think,
an opening for Revenant.
Yeah, Darion still has the trademark, so they could just set up the trademark for the flank and play on the liners for Scary, but it's not really Bleed style, so like you said, I think the expectation is they will play slightly more aggressive on the post plant.
Nice
And
utility.
even here you can see trying to bait out the fights, trying to bait out a pick. Push Joshua out of position, but finally they'll, with the fragment,
Planted.
take him out of orange and set up their plant. But the plant done quite deep, so it's not necessarily a plant easy for a man
Flash.
looking to just play on site.
Oh, brilliant pick. Josh has taken out the equation. No more sniper prowess for Revenant. They need to rely on the front lines holding. One tap god. Does he find timing? You bet he does, but he's not able to find life beyond that. They're not able to use and synergize in terms of utility and timing in the form of that retake there for Revenant Esports. It feels like everyone from Revenant Esports were caught individually off guard. This close to pulling off the biggest upset that we could have asked in 2022. And they double up their man advantage. Bleed, lacking Crazy Guy, lacking Juicy. They not only have one member who's lacking... they don't only have a member to not take point anymore, but they also have less information to base their hit on. We fall into that same old mid-round where it's only going to be possible for Bleed to come back if Revenant show them the way.
Spike down mid.
Revenant with the man advantage though, looking to equalize, but the spike's been planted and Scary still has his smoke. Spike should be planted, and Scary still has his smoke and has a snake bite. So Darion, he needs to hold down this site. Scary's not gonna have time to clear, not gonna have time to fight him. Hunter's Fury now coming down as Scary tries to plant, but Hunter's Fury will deny, and that's the round for Revenant. They're able to pick it up. And while Darion does find a trade, it won't matter. All Revenant care are about the rounds. They leave Josh S with the op to mark Halls as well, and it's Shing once again taking that aggressive peek, finding that opening kill and shutting them down, but the null command forces him into an awkward position. He can't reposition in all the hopes and dreams of Bleed to deny match point in the hands of Juicy, but wait, what? Wait.
Oh my goodness, he finds the double, he finds the opening, and he finds himself the closure as well. Bleed! Giving away map point to Revenant Esports. The most unlikeliest of maps, the most unlikeliest of circumstances. Beyond anybody's expectation, and Revenant still deliver.
Match point now for Revenant after a 9-3 loss in that first half in a map that they perma-ban no less. Maybe that needs to change first of all. And put Ching on that rain up permanently so, but again, Juicy, his dash fails. Blackhawk catches him out and one tap god, he doubles down. Josh is with yet another. And Darion, while he does find the trade, he's now in a 1v2.
It's
and
done!
he will shut him down. The comeback happened and they can't believe it themselves. Revenant with an absolutely humongous map to take us to map 3 here in this match.
He goes back to the nerfed piece of Sentinel that he is. Has a chance to make history for both himself and Revenant Esports. Bleed starting off on the attack. A swift take towards the B side now ensues. Revenant Esports slow to read it, but they are well aware, and utility being set up for Blackhawk's aggression from screens. He had the opportunity to pick them off, but they find the transition in towards side, and Juicy able to punish one tap god who tried to help Blackhawk from the rotation. Oh my goodness, Blackhawk! He finds double! The jumping peak from the Feather spawn, and they find a way to recoup here Bleed Esports. The man advantage, and Josh S with utility lines them up! Almost found the clutch! It's all on a Wimp now to find it. 1 versus 2.
1v2 here, and Wimp, he's only got 1 star, so Alexa use it as a fake smoke and trying to catch the player, and you hauls up, but Scary, he'll just pop one in.
Are they gonna read it?
They're in the shop. They're hunting for a pick, and they found one. Ching, he's able to get one. Gets the satchel to bounce himself out, and just like that, Blackhawk now unnoticed. In defender side spawn, but he speeds up. I think Darion hears him out, and the Brawler now having spotted him. Blackhawk in a bad position, but he still gets a 1-for-1 trade. Now it's all down to Scary in that forward angle, all the way towards connector. One tap god is marking him, but Scary can maneuver around the timings perfectly. He can make it work.
What's the call here? Bleed looked to hit Art, so it's the A side that they looked to attempt. And little do they know, 3 players in close proximity to try and play off each other. As they try to walk in, there is the possibility for Blackhawk, for Wimp in fact, to just dump them with utility. And they look to commit together. The call should be given on the timing. Juicy still finds the first. Josh S though on the aggression with 1 tap. They do it in tandem and they do it brilliantly. Teamwork, coordination, and utility used to deny Bleed any chance as Revenant retake control of the A site and look to retake control of the game. I love the aggression. This is exactly what they need to try and reverse condition Bleed into playing much more of a slow and static default.
We're in an amazing run of form. Instead, Bleed able to pick it out now.
There.
Smoke to make sure the Tour de Force doesn't catch them up. The Revenant have actually elected to play B site on retake, and I'm not so sure about this because they've got the running back, sure. But against the Orbital Strike, against the Showstopper, that retake feels like a Doom 1. Thankfully, they're able to bait the Showstopper out. As long as it doesn't get a value, they should be able to make it count. Ching, he's just hoping. And his prayers will come true. The Showstopper doesn't get hit on him, and they're just able to get the plant through. And look at this plant. The plant done for the late lurk. If they shut down the flank, that late lurk could come alive.
Oh, Josh S needs to find position though. The running back, he has just a few more seconds trying to make as much room, and he finds the frag. He finds the value. He knows position. Orbital strike, however, to confirm the frag.
Ooh.
Man advantage nullified, and it's Black Hawk on the Tour de Force. Something that I've been a personal fan of for many years. We need to see Revenant fan the flame. We need to see Black Hawk make his name. Sadly, he's well denied. Time of the essence. He does the damage, but he's not able to secure the round. And he knows that going down here will give him more money to work with.
Blackhawk dodging out the Prowler, dodging out the Boom Bopper. He doesn't take that shot. Plays the safe game, and I must say these are the small margins he's got to actually try to push. It's what Josh S would have done, but Josh S trying to make the flank happen instead. Yes, shut down by Scary. Ching with the trade, a crucial one is one tap god gets the man advantage. And Revenant, they're pulling it back, but this is all a fake.
They don't clear Crazy Guy.
To pull all of the presents. While
The Prowler didn't clear him. Oh no. He has timing. He has an opportunity. And he has the kill. Instantly traded out though. It almost felt like a horror game.
Revenant a little confused now, Uchi. Because they've taken out Crazy Guy. A 1-for-1 trade definitely worthwhile in that position because they get to maintain man advantage, but they've lost a lot of the map. And look at the pings. They're expecting a art to A split, and they're absolutely right about it. Bleed, they bait out the trap to make sure that they're waiting towards B and then head towards A. But Wimp,
30 seconds
he's got the utility to try and hold down the side. Actually, no, scratch that. No stars available for him. So Wimp just playing for time instead, hoping that his team can come through on the back up. He's
Brilliant frag.
Catches Juicy out. Brilliant tracking, and just like that, a 1v1 in this site for JH to keep themselves alive. Gets the kill, will get the spike, and got the Molotov to make it happen, but the showstopper as well as the nade. JH gets blown apart. Ching, he'll find the round.
A very crucial round.
One Prowler, one C is available as well. The Vandal now coming through for Terion, but it's the Shing leading the charge. Delivers himself to death as Scary minces them and pulls them apart. He's found the 2K, but he's hunting for more. He wants the opposition to devour, and he's found all of them till Josh is able to find a trade. Juicy though, needed to take him out, and there should be a weapon recovered in a crucial one. So, because look, Crazy Guy is saving up for that top, and it's getting a little scary for Revenant. Can Blackhawk at least do some damage?
You are so
No man.
Not really. Yeah, again, a round which I think Revenant can commit to and forget. Because the more important one now follows suit, right? The buy round.
Evenly tied.
C-Snade!
Lead
C-Snade!
with the stomping map one. But the C-Snade doesn't land. Instead, Josh S is able to pull one back, but Reed immediately with the double trade. It's the Revenant's own nades trying to push them apart. It's Scary. He's able to find the trades, but it's an even setting as the Revenant, they're now going to try to push in strong. They've got to run it back to make it happen, but remember, this is Breed's bonus round, and Scary, he's popped the Empress, but the Queen, she's made to sit right down. Grab a crumpet and a tea, says Josh S, as Wimp will find the last one, and just like that, Revenant, they pick up the buy round. It looked like it might all go wrong.
Revenant were looking comfortable in the hold all across the site, apart from their back lines. And yet another hit towards B.
Oh, and again, it's Terion and Juicy to lead the charge, but Revenant with a crucial comeback, they get the trades and they get the site. The Nightfall to clear it all off, but the Orbital Strike denies the plant, and Scary with that trade able to hold on to the man advantage. Bleed hunting for match point this round, but Blackhawk and one tap god, they'll have a say. They want to bounce back, but with no utility available. Playing contact, they're trying to play it slow. Scary, not caught out by the seas, as Crazy Guy finds Blackhawk. And just like that, JH with the trade, Bleed, they pick up match and series point. The Smiles are back online. Bleed a lot more comfortable in this winning position.
And Revenant, despite them winning out Breeze, despite the scoreline being as it suggests at the moment, they've been nothing but a brilliant surprise for a Friday delight. And hey, this might be the last time that we get to witness them in the Pentapro series. But Revenant have without a doubt left a mark. Not only here, but also in South Asia. To be one of the only teams from our region to take down Bleed Esports in a map.